Hey guys, this is James. I'm just kind of checking in. I figured I might do a vlog. I don't know if I'm actually going to continue it or not, if anyone even will watch them. Usually people don't watch the videos too much. But I just wanted to kind of start or at least do one now cuz I got the motivation to. I just started taking this medication right here, which I don't know if you can see it. Um, yeah, it's not very clear. But that's Lexapro. It's an antidepressant, antidepression, anti-anxiety type medication. An SSRI, I think, is what it's called as far as what type of med it is. And I just got prescribed that yesterday. I took one about 24 hours ago, and I took one just now after I ate. Um, I'm just kind of lumping it in with my other once a day medications like um, my blood pressure medication and my diabetes meds. But in any case, as far as the first 24 hours go, I didn't really feel too different. There was a little bit of tiredness, but I don't know if that was associated to a blood sugar level or if that was associated to the fact that I stayed up a little bit late due to the doctor's appointments and stuff that I went to. I did notice that I did fall asleep around my normal time a little bit later, and then I woke up and messed around on the computer for a bit, and then I felt sleepy again after I ate and went back to bed, and now I woke up at like 8, 9 a.m., which is completely backwards on my sleep schedule. And I've done that a few times in the last few weeks, so it wouldn't be a first, but I don't know if that is part of the medication making me tired after I took it at 9 a.m. That would be kind of weird though, make it, feeling the effect of it like 12 hours later, but maybe it is. Mentally wise, so I guess I should go over why I went to a doctor's appointment and stuff. I haven't been sad, I haven't been suicidal, I haven't felt like I'm gonna off myself or anything like that, but I've felt apathetic, really deeply apathetic at times, just randomly, like to or from work, while I'm listening to while I'm listening to like music, um, just random times. And I noticed in the last year or so, I have not been motivated to do things that I would have prior to this year. And I don't know if that's just the lockdown or what, but I haven't been hitting the gym for almost a year now. I haven't been trying to eat better. I've just been eating whatever I want. My sugars have been shooting up every time I eat almost. Um, I've been falling into my video gaming, which I've done in the past, so it's not a huge difference there, but it's also a fact. I started playing World of Warcraft again, and I've gone back to 12, 16 hours a day on my off days, and still getting in an hour or two on my work days. So it's like I'm in full flux there, and I'm about to do that anyway because there's a new expansion coming out for the game, which I would normally just go hard on anyway, but it's still a change in my habits for the past year, whereas before I was a lot more keen to go hit the gym and do other things. There's not a whole lot of other things outside of the house that are something that I would normally do anyway. I haven't been able to hit the theaters or anything. I've been trying to go out less frequently because I don't want to spend as much money. So in that regard, I've gone out less with my mom or my brother or whatever to go get food. I still do it, but it's not nearly as often. I've just basically been in this hibernation mode, I feel like, where I've just been chilling at home, mostly alone in my room, and then going to work where I act all upbeat and happy, but not so much on the inside. I'm pretty good at masking my feelings, and I'm pretty open about it if people ask me directly, or if sometimes I'm not. If someone's are like, "You okay?" and I'm just like, "Yeah, I'm good, I'm fine." But I guess online is where I feel comfortable to let people know how I'm feeling. So I post things that aren't too happy. I post quotes that aren't too happy. I quote songs that aren't too happy, stuff like that. And that's kind of where my mind actually is. Um, but yeah, so I'm hoping that these meds that they prescribed me might change something. Kind of like grasping for straws, and medication for mental health kind of scares me because I know that in the past I've heard people say that they feel bad, like not themselves when they're on it, and I don't want that to be because I like who I am. Um, I don't want to feel like a shell, which is kind of how I already feel, to be honest. So that's probably why I reached out to the medical side of things. Anyway, I don't have a whole lot to say. This isn't really super substantial. It's just me talking. But other than the possible sleepiness, I haven't really felt less apathetic. I haven't really felt less depressed. There's a lot of things that were weighing on me, and I think that's how everyone is a little bit, but feel like I've needed the help for a while, and I'm finally deciding to reach out for it. I'm hoping, like I said, the medicine helps just change my perspective on things. But I don't know. I guess I can go through some stressors. Um, Money, always a stressor. I feel like I screwed up so much when I was younger, and it screwed my credit over. I'm still in debt, even though I paid off a lot of it. And a lot of it's compounded debt that has over time gotten much, much bigger just from the interest and stuff. Um, if I had paid it at the right time, the debt would probably be gone by now. But I didn't, and now it's stacked up even higher than it ever was. Um, some things. I have paid off some things, but there's like 14,000 or more of student loans that are just sitting there and they'll never go away. Even if I was to file bankruptcy, the student loans stay. So that's just there, period. You have to either pay it off or it screws you for the rest of your life. Um, there's medical bills, which I've been really bad about. I have good insurance through my work, and I could have paid the copays and stuff, but there's some copays that are still so high, like an ambulance ride with a copay or whatever my share of the ambulance ride's like $300 or $500 from South Corvallis to North Corvallis. You know, less than $10 in gas is $500. But I understand kind of why it's there. The other things are like I skip my copays sometimes when I just don't feel like paying, and ends up just going to collections. Anyway, that's money. Money is a big one. And then I feel alone, not in the sense that nobody wants to be friends with me, but in the sense that, you know, relationship wise, I'm very much the kind of person that thought I would be in a meaningful, long term, just one person for my whole life relationship. I've thought that since I was little, and that's all I've ever wanted. I thought I had that in high school. I had a 5-year relationship with a girl that I fell in love with, and that didn't work out. It ended badly. I got cheated on, so that kind of was the start of things relationship wise. I did make other attempts since then. Um, I had a 2-year, and then a 1-year, and then a 9-month. And I've noticed that each relationship I've had has consistently been getting a little bit shorter. I haven't had a long-term relationship, or what I would consider a long-term relationship, for quite a while. And it's not because I don't want one, it's just not happening. And I've had some people that have shown interest, but everybody has preferences and everybody has things that they're not. I don't know. I just, I want to find someone that I feel a connection with, that, I can fall in love with again. And that's kind of a sad emo moment, but, it's also a stressor. And I'm being honest here. I feel lonely. I don't feel like I'm worth the love that I want. And I often feel like I'm overlooked for a lot of things, but I don't know. You get overlooked a lot in your life, and you play it off like, oh, I got a great personality, but it's because I'm fat. I got a great personality. I'm a good person, but it's because I'm socially awkward. You know, it's because I'm not white. And I mean, I think discrimination wise, that's the most I've ever felt discriminated. I don't think like it's as big of a deal as some people think it is, but at least not in the area I live in. But you know, you can't help who you're attracted to, so I don't blame people for that. But I do think that around the area I live in, it's easier to find a relationship if you're not like a half Asian kid like me. That's not totally true, and I can't blame it just on that. That would be very self-centered, and that's not who I try to be. But I don't know. I I mean, let's go ahead and touch on the fact that I'm fat, like I just said, and I openly say that and I claim it because it's true. But also because like I feel badly about that part of my body. I feel badly that I'm overweight and out of shape, and doing things like bending over to tie my shoe leave me breathless. Um, that's obviously not a healthy way to live. Um, you know, and that's a negative side of myself that I can look at and pretty much prove on paper. It's not just a mindset, it's a fact. I am unhealthy, you know. I am overweight. I look it in the mirror and I feel it in my body. Um, I haven't made I've made attempts, but they haven't been very strong attempts at controlling my intake. I've tried different methods of attempting that, but I've never followed through for more than like a month on those attempts, so they don't really see much results. Um, I feel like I keep falling down, and the best I've ever done losing weight wise is right before I got hit by that car, which I openly blame a little bit for screwing things up with me. But I was losing weight rapidly, almost a pound a day in some cases. I dropped from 220 to like 172 in less than a year, and my commitment to that weight loss was so high and so strong, and I was very on the ball with what I was eating, and I was very on the ball with my workout routine. And then one day, when I'm trying to save some time to get back to my car that's in the shop, I decided to borrow my roommate's bicycle. And as I'm biking across a crosswalk, I get hit by a car that's not even going very fast. And the next thing I know, I'm off my ass for 3 months with a headache, and I'm not supposed to do any kind of strenuous activity. And I'm eating microwavable things because I can't stand long enough without losing my balance to cook something. And then 3 months later, when I get myself rehooked on World of Warcraft or video games in general, because at that point, the only thing I could do is sit in one spot and play video games. Because if I stood up too long, I would fall over and hit the wall. Um, when I got back on my video games, that's probably ultimately the reason I'm in the shape I'm in now, is because I got hooked on video games again, and I'll own it, but I also don't want to stop. I have a very addictive personality, but I don't know. I don't know. In any case, I have not got back on the horse since that moment, and it's only gotten worse. And I have not picked up the ball when it comes to going back to school, which is another stressor. I want to go back to school, and I want to get my RN so that I can make twice as much money or more and be able to sustain myself better and easier in life. And not just that, but it's the next step. It would show that my efforts have led me somewhere. It's something that I can feel proud about. It's something that will ultimately make my life significantly better just because I'll have more options and I won't be as financially stressed, and I'll be able to put aside more money for my future. And speaking of which, I have made some attempts in that regard. I opened a Weeble account shortly after a Robinhood account, and the Weeble account gave me 3 free stocks. Robinhood gave me 1 free stock, and between those, I have maybe $25 worth of stocks. But I also deposited 100 into the Weeble account, and I used that today to buy my first stock that I actually purchased with my money. And I believe that was CRISPR Therapeutics. Because I truly believe that CRISPR technology is going to be pretty big in the future when they have some major breakthroughs. And I'm hoping that investing into that stock would benefit me. But I'm not going to put too much into it, you know. I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, and I kind of want to diversify my stocks. But I'm not a rich dude. I'm not going to be able to put thousands of dollars into it right away. But you know, just kind of winging it. I figure that $100 I would throw at food or something, and throwing $100 at food just goes nowhere except into my belly. I figure if I throw $100 at that stock and it tanks, then at least it was an attempt to, get somewhere further. Might pay off, who knows. Anyway, other than that, I hit the relationships thing, I hit the physical health thing, I hit the computer addiction thing, I hit the medication thing a little bit. I don't know. I guess I got a recommendation to talk to I don't know if it's a psychologist or psychiatrist or something, or just like a counselor. I don't know. But I got a recommendation from my doctor to talk to someone, and I guess I'm waiting for them to give me a call. Um, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. And this has dragged on pretty long. I don't know how long this video is, but I probably should stop there. I'll try and do updates as well. I don't know that I'm going to do a daily one, but as things progress, maybe I'll try and hit some updates here and there. And if you're interested in knowing more or anything like that, feel free to follow along. I'm gonna post this on my YouTube, so if you just wanna give me some love, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe below. But yeah, I don't expect anyone to do that. Thank you for your time, and I hope you have a good one.